Hello everybody and welcome. I am the Beta Plan and this is Crusader Kings 3, and in this series we are looking into the Northern Lords Flavour pack by being the manliest of mans, the Viking that rules man, and now the Jarldom of man. Jarl Kettle Björnsson of Mun. And, well, I have realized a dumb mistake, which probably was shouted to me already a time, but once again, I tend to make these in episodes of 3, and I really should use that money in order to hold feast and do some hunting, because that, of course, can lead to prestige gain. So that is interesting. Ooh, there's a big chance I die here. But we're gonna try it, because I need to... I'm doing this for prestige, so I really would like to get there. There we go. And that should allow me to build a building in here for additional prestige gain. Thank you. And then let's hold a feast. Welcome, friends. And let's see what we can do. All these wounds are going... I hope they're not going to be my aunt. No, I will lose some extra gold for fought first. And yeah, it's a subject that fascinates me as well. Sure, you can like me a little bit better. That's not a bad idea at all. Look at that. 80. He wants a seat on the council. Until next time, 150 prestige again gained. I should have held those earlier. But yeah, that is for now we can have. And there is a daughter of mine born with this lady. Yet another daughter. Alright. No splitting of the realm. In fact, let's prevent that. Embrace celibacy. And at the very end of my life, it's time to be celibate. All these women, it is too much. Aggravated wound. Great! You botched my treatment. You idiot. That's why it didn't go away. She failed to treat me properly. What we should do is we should raid again, of course, because raiding is always good. And this time we should raid over here. Gwinnett, I'm gonna raid you. By the way, it's not going well for our Viking brethren. Mercia has reconquered some lands of Jorvik. So, we're not doing too hot. We're not doing too hot. The only place where it's going well is with this guy, who is at 1,557. But he's attacking... Yeah, this king, because this guy wants to do something. It's kind of ridiculous, but yeah, they're attacking over there. I lost a trade wounded. Well, okay, now I won't die from that, but still, this is interesting. I am poor. I still have aggravated wounded. That's gonna last for a few more months, but hopefully by that time it will work out. Oh, that is apparently a little slow to react from on my side. I should stop trying to sway you. You already like me enough. I even sent a gift to make that marriage work. I'm gonna try and sway you. No, I'm gonna try and sway you. Sorry. Actually, you're already pretty freaking happy with me. It's just you're too bad to put on the council. Like, the only thing you're good at is a marshal, and I have a marshal of 22, which is a lot more than you have. So I don't think that's a really right choice to do. By the way, why would I want to go for the Kingdom of Man instead of the Kingdom of Ireland outside that it's just cool? Well, there's a lot of things that happen with it. It actually converts all my tribal holdings into castle holdings. My tribal vassals will become feudal. It will be an instant switch over from one to the other. Which is also why I guess the raiding thing won't be forever, that bonus. But it is interesting to note. Well, there we go. Let's get some nice loot out of this area. There we go. Raided them to bits. Interesting enough, they are raided. Can I raid my own fellow guys? Like, can I raid Ivaring? By going here? Yes, I can. Didn't realize that that was a thing. Ooh. He becomes my mentor in order to give me the fodder skill. It's sure. Alliance expired. This man died. Didn't realize I had an alliance with you because my daughter remarried then? Or maybe that was just a very weak alliance and I never called it in. Which is why I don't remember it that well. Boop. Oh, nice. Yet another person There's only 10 gold. That is a little weak sauce. But alright, let's bring back the loot to our capital. 76 gold, 76 prestige. That is perfect. That should get me enough to a next boost. Like war camps is a possibility. But I was more considering building over here a market to get more golden standard coming in. Once again, we don't want to do this. We want to keep these girls in order to concubine them, especially her. We could get a nice little claim on Desmond with a child and just go for it. Grab it. That is a thing that is in the cards. You have a little too many. Who's your ally? The Count of Heir. That's not a big one. Maybe we should attack here and get ourselves a little bit more land around the Isle of Man. I would love my kingdom to be around the Isle of Man. So having lands of Scotland, Ireland, Wales, and England. Just all being part of the Isle of Man kingdom. Why are you angry at me? You're hostile because I raided you, but I think you're gonna go for a attack on the peasants, or are you really going to? Do you think you can raid me? Is that your idea? Hold on, just wait a minute here. Okay, you're no longer hostile to me. And dare I outlive my child? I had seen this kinda coming, because he didn't have all those health bonuses, but he died of old age. So my heir is immediately this boy, which means we're going to live quite long as him, which can be an interesting thing. So what are you going to inherit? The Earldom of Mun and the Duchy of Ulster. 2 things. Alright. You're still going to get Connacht, right? Yes. But we'll probably steamroll over you later on. Let's arrange a marriage for you. Can't do that apparently. Then I should allow marriage, I reckon. No, not until we get a better person. But that is rather sweet. Yo, you're horrible at it, but let's just do it. Because I don't have a better person. But yeah, with 2,700 soldiers, I am beyond you, and you're busy. I could try and conquer a county. Now that is an island I understand, but I think about this one. Just snag it over here. I don't have the prestige. Hold on. My prestige is rather low at this moment. You know, let's just go on a pilgrimage because we have the money. Jorvik, let's go to Paderborn. 100 gold. Spend half our cash. This is probably a dumb idea because we are poor, we might die. It has no use, but it feels proper for this guy. This guy has done a lot for us. Sympathy for heathens. Well, that could be pretty good. And we're going to get an alliance with you once this marriage goes through, which is interesting. Which is why I was kind of interested in getting his daughter to, well, be on our side. Because that is a long-lasting alliance that can really work to our favor. You died. I don't really care. Sorry. It's good to be home. I think it is time to pillage a little more. Raise the local raiders. Where are we going to pillage though? I guess we could go all the way up down here. Because it is bordering lands. The sea. I don't suffer attrition. I actually can go up here. That's better. I will do just that one, and then I will go down here. Because raid loot here is 17. What is it up here? That's free. It's all kind of... Oh, it's all... Oh, I already suffered the attrition. Because that's inland, and it's not bordering sea tiles, so it's not bordering me, so I can't really do it. But alright, let's see. We're going to actually annoy Jorvik, which is rather interesting. And we immediately go into a battle with them. Did somebody just die there? Oh, we killed one of theirs. Okay, cool. The one of Lancaster. It's not like he's already having a lot of trouble anyways. I'm sorry. I kind of feel bad about having done that. Ooh. An alternative. An alternative cold physician. I don't mind. He instantly turned to one of my champions as I have very, very few of them. So that will work out. There we go. Just continue raiding. For 50 gold will she pay for herself. Because she owns the county. But yeah, I can keep doing that forever. But there is like a limit to how many women I can concubine and keep hold of. I'm going to Mercia territory, which is a little bit more scary because they have a little bit more men. But we still should be good. We still should be good as we claim more gold, more prestige for our men over here. Where can I see? I have more than enough money. I can... More enough room for more money is what I should say. 10 gold. Yes, I guess I will. Soldiers of Lesser Fortune or... No, I'm going to do Enduring Hardships. Doubt that is going to come of use right now because I think we are doing quite strong enough. We have become one of the more powerful lords in this area. So I don't think they will immediately start, like... be pissy and try to counter us or anything. There we go. Get that loot. Some of these are rather weaknesses, though. That is a pretty good one. 21. But I think if I go in here... Yeah, it's attrition. But it isn't if I stay on the coast, so... Oh! Chancellor fails to handle vassals. Well, that is just wonderful. Prepare the ranks. Sure. It's probably not gonna work, but show me again one more time because I clearly failed. Dang, that is unfortunate. That 150 prestige loss. I was like looking forward to spending that prestige on a blot. On our very first blot. Let's go over here. How much gold does this army now carry? 150, basically. And we have done the promote culture task. We have done it. The Isle of Man is now both of our faith and of our culture. Excellent. It's a slow process than what we're doing here, but we're getting there. Oh, nice. Capture the mayor. Seeing she is infirm, I will definitely immediately tell her to get the heck out of here. That's already been... You know what? We're gonna go back. This does not cost money. Oh, I think I was told of this actually. That for reigning armies that must have been changed. And that's kind of logical, because it was just too darn difficult otherwise to do things. But there we go. Let's go home. There is a ton of loot and prestige gained. Dynamite dungeons. Yeah, unfortunate. You died as well. Oh, darn. We had ideas for you. But there it is. Bit of prestige again. Let's build up you. I know that I could have done a blood, but whatever. There's only so much things I can do, and I do want to have the forces ready. Oh, I will be dead within a year. In order to beat up my cousin in a moment. I believe it's my cousin. In order to make the realm stay stable. So I think I'm okay with doing this. The Isle of Man. We have a lot of gold. We can hire mercenaries. Everything is fine. You are independent. Good to know. I will run over your ass in a moment. Dang, sure I will. In fact, why don't I do that now? Well, basically because I don't have the prestige for it. I need 2 prestige, basically. How is my heir? in prestige-wise. 560. That's pretty darn impressive. How is it with you? You don't have a new wife. You're doing poor. That is excellent. That might all go into, and she's fine, so she will live longer. This is all going in our way. We might actually inherit very randomly this island. We won't inherit the claims, I think, from this. I don't think so. So I'm not sure if we can do anything with that, but still, I think we've done well. Oh, I can increase control over here. This won't be inherited by us, but still. Oh, my wife is very, very ill, I see. And that is a thing that is going to be different with the next ruler, because his wife won't be there for a while, and he won't be able to rule that many counties. So that he's going to lose a county that he cannot rule, that's not so much of a problem. And he should be able to rule at least 3 of them. I mean, his stewardship should be 5 at least, right? 8. Yeah, it should be good. She's not becoming bad. So let's see what we can do. And did you actually notice that these type of things happen? These little clouds of snow falling here. It is like very, very neat. You also may notice that I did a little skippy in the video, and that's because I noticed something went awry after I died, which happens in about a month, which we know already because we now have Know Thyself. And that is that this guy inherits the Duchy of Connacht, but we can't fight for the claim of it because our heir doesn't get a claim on it. Ooh. Well then, let me just create it, because if I create a title, and we have more than enough money for that, it all of a sudden becomes so that, yes, he still inherits the duchy, the Earldom of Connacht, but it is an implicit claim over here. Now, I don't know if that is going to work, because it is a grandson, and I'm not entirely sure how that all exactly goes down. But this is interesting, let's put it that way. Prepare the rings. Yay, I've gained 4 right before I die, because, well, last time I died somewhere in February, I think mid-February or something. So, but we should definitely spend this prestige. Let's just build up this holding, because that is the best we can do. Let's continue on. Left the prison. Why did you... You know, you could just... There you go. Come to my court. Excellent. Now we... Less excellent, but this is excellent. Are you also in my court? No, you're not. But at least we now get an additional champion. Oh, I always do this. I see this pop up and I just hit pause instinctually. But I shouldn't do that because it already pauses. But anyways, your Kettle of Mon has abandoned his mortal core at 85 years of age. Ripe old age for that in that time. Known to be a respected scholar, he spent most of his days studying in the library, rarely leaving his castle. Well, there are so many things wrong with that. A, he left his castle. We went a pillaging. We went a war, and we don't have a castle. But all right. Yo, poor Brander ascends to the throne. Content with his lot, poor Brander's vassal may ridicule him for his passive nature. I see. The hardest part of ruling. I just got to the throne. By their very nature, ting meats can be often be extremely boring. If tempers don't flare and no one gets dramatic, then it's just a long list of low-ranking freemen discussing petty affairs and standing out in the rain. Yet as yo, I'm required to be here. This is the Norseman way of well, doing the ruling. Can no longer control that county, yeah, because we no longer own it. But watching the men of the moon talk to each other to death, wishing for a war to save me from this hell, must stay awake, or I could be doing something useful with my time. Daydreams about plots. Well, I guess that's the best one, because otherwise I have a good chance of losing prestige. So, let me just daydream of plots. Let me just look at my court real quick. You're still on my side. I like that. You're still there. I guess you're my champion for there. There we go. That's a decent council. And we still have a claim. I don't understand that mechanic. It says I had an implicit claim on it, but I don't. Ooh. Yeah, sure. Oh, that's not where I wanted to click. I'll lean into that torturer scheming thing. I don't really care about the nominator succession thing. I'll nominate you. I can't do it that way. No, right. Like, until I can vote in an Azatru, a Norseman, or anything, this is all just, yeah. But let's raise a runestone. 50 gold, and I will do it for my... Ooh, arrogant, because I'm... Ah, I see. I'm arrogant, that's why I don't like to raise it for my grandfather, but my grandfather was great, so I will do so. 20 popular opinion here. I assume it's everywhere the same. No, it's not. It's only in one that it is good. Maybe that is because this is the right culture. This is Norse. This isn't Norse, of course. We are trying to convert everything else. It's gonna take some time. Knacht isn't ours anymore. He is also my my heir. If I die suddenly, it will become it will unify again. But do I want this? Is that a smart tactic? I'm not sure. I can hold a great blood. The ladies that I have in prison, they are to be my concubines. That is the entire idea behind it. So I don't want a blot right now. I can call on a hunt. That's probably pretty good because that will... Oh, I don't have stress. I thought I had stress gained from raising a runestone. We ride. I don't like that because I'm content. We press on, 75. My glory is widely known. Well, that is good. In fact, that allows me to make some additional units. And I have already been looking at this. The light footmen are actually the only ones that, well, counter heavy infantry. So I decided, let me do this. And then I have something to counter, for instance, Huskars or Varangian Guard. So let's do that. I could attack you. For county conquest. Sudriyar over here. Oh. Hello. Could this marriage continue, please? What was it, the 6th of January? Oh, that's still some time. I hope you survive until that time, and then I can attack you. Why? Has committed crimes against you, fornicator. Who has he fornicated with then? Is that somebody of my dynasty? That's why I can do it. Okay, that is cool. You have 7 prowess. I have 7 prowess. We've been trying to get that. We have quick here. We have a good marriage. Then again, this guy doesn't have a marriage, but she is pregnant. If this is a boy, it has no use playing as this guy, because then it's still not a good alliance with Sudriyar, but otherwise, that could be interesting. How long does this last for? First into inherit Mayo. Are you... Really? Isn't that your brother? Yeah, I'm not the first to inherit this. That's not correct. Oh, Heir is first in line to inherit Mayo. Yeah, no, that I can get. Can declare, of course, a lot of wars. Sure. I have quite a few men. You know what? I will declare your war and conquer your county, sir. I mean, I've quite a few good men here. Oh, dear. Did he hire... He must have hired mercenaries. Hey, what does this mean? Your hunt. Oh, you can now see where your hunt is located at. That's cool! That is really interesting. Host a feast. Sure. So I had some stress, so why not? And why not make people think I'm great? Curse this mess. That costs me prestige. Oh, welcome you back. That is really, really bad. That did not go well. That just cost me prestige. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Do I have any claim on his lands? No, well, he doesn't either have any claims on my land. Okay, so I guess we have to wait until we have the right prestige so that we can subjugate him. And fight against her for her aunt's claim, I think that is. Oh, this is going to be annoying. Look, you can't win, and I'm just going to siege you down. This has no use whatsoever what you're doing. You're just losing lives. You're making it tougher for everybody around you. And then you're gonna come back. Okay, let's go high speed. Doom-to-doo. There it is. Marriage. So now that we have that... Oh, we are they automatically... Why do you ally? Because... What? There's no brother or anything. Oh, nonetheless, apparently we are now allied to Sudriyar. Escaped Thrall. Thrall are a fact of life in Norse culture. Lower humans, captured from abroad or born of thralls themselves. They work our fields and care for our hearts. In theory. Last night, one such slave decided he had enough and fled, taking an armful of valuable jewel with him. What's worth, my counselor Porbandra saw the thrall rushing into the dark and didn't think to tell anyone until this morning. This is a stewardship challenge, which is pretty bad. Or get my cloak, I hunted down myself, martial challenge. Or Porbandra, this is your fault, so you can pay. And you're also you are the best. Or you're forgiven. I will not have that. No, I will make him pay. Sorry that we're forming a rivalry over this, but you should have said something, you twit. Oh, this is finally the army is just completely crushed so that we're not interrupted every time. They seem to be interrupting every time we had a siege tick. Died under suspicious circumstances. We can't declare war because you are thinking, oh, you have 2 daughters, but you also have gotten yourself a wife, which is not a bad one. Jarldom of Yearland, that is definitely blocking me. Because that is a pretty powerful ally. Well, we could have cheesed it. Dying ourselves in a personal combat battle. Forging the young Vikings. Somebody has done it already. As long as a vision invasion against Mati, sweeping the lands of the Livs out from under them. What's making this unusual is that the invasion seems to have a religious motivation. Solvi has partnered with an Azatru zealot named Helgi, the set up a warriors brotherhood they call the Young Vikings. The group claim they will enforce the old ways, striking against Abrahamics, reformers and rival pagans alike, reaving a bloody swath upon down the Baltic. The Holy Order of your faith will be found. You become the Orden's patron. Really? It happened here. I don't think I became the patron. I think that is a misconception. You can hire them for not that much piety though, but... The Flavour dynasty is known far and wide. Cool, but I am not the dynasty head. Still not a thing. But I did capture this. Thank you so much. This is gonna be weird from here on out. Because now... we can take her as a concubine. Excellent, because you... have a claim to Desmond. So that is exactly what we wanted to keep you around for. Don't know why I have her in my prison. Who are you? You are a little less important to me. But maybe we can make use of you by negotiating your release, demanding your conversion and recruiting you. There you go. Maybe we can get the Niels to possibly become a Zatru. So, Knacht made a smart choice. Oh, he's hurt. He is flagellant. Great. Oh boy, howdy. Really? This is weirder than weird. We won't be able to fight for a claim because we don't have a claim. We can subjugate the guy for 500 prestige. We can, but that just... Like, if we can get Evaring down, it's much better. If we can get him to be subjugated, oh boy. And we are all of a sudden a strong realm. And he has Yilland as a backup. So that is a little scary, and you have no one as a backup. Do I have allies, actually? Or is it just going to be a straight up one-on-one? I don't have any allies. I would love to ally you, then, but... Oh, this is weird. Also, I made a mistake, by the way, here. There is yet another heir in between us. That is this guy, who is 20. It's a grandson. So there is still somebody who is Northern Catholic of our Flatner line that can inherit that piece of land, which is unfortunate. And I still don't understand why I'm not the house head. And if you're wondering, I cannot create a cadet branch, because she doesn't allow it. You are not third or closer in line of succession for one of your house head's titles. I guess I'm one away because it's first her, then her son, and then that grandson. But oh my dear lord, we're so close. If only we could do something here. We should actually, by the way, determine a personal deity. We could go for... we have natural dread. So Odin would work. We could go again for Ur. Speed and Province of Winter. 4, Friend of Humanity, Stewardship and Prowess. Stewardship would be nice, possibly, but I would still need my wife to be on... Hold on. There. How much are you giving me right now? +3. So actually, if I hold on, if I take 4, Friend of Humanity, and you would, for instance, say Manage Domain, I would have 16 and could hold an extra title. Check. For now, we will do Assist Ruler, but we can hold another county if we wanted to. Which is nice, which is nice. The question is, however, which way are we going to strike? Because this is an issue. I didn't gain claim on this duchy. Your cousin and player heir. I mean, he's my heir, for crying out loud. But he has a very powerful ally, and I can't beat that. That's Yilland. That is a problem and a half. Why am I losing so much prestige? Unraised man-at-arms. I assume that this is because they are not full. Yeah, they have taken a big beating in those wars. So that should rectify itself at a certain point, but still, I clearly need some time to think, consult some of my advisors, and see what we are going to do. But in the meantime, I say I thank you for watching, and remember, great peril yields great beauty.